Come on in, darling. Sit down right here and let me talk to you for a spell. Because today I want to say something that I think you've been needing to hear for a long, long time. And I'm going to say it plain, the way we do out here on this farm. Not everyone in your life was meant to stay. Some of them were only ever meant to be a season. And the sooner you make peace with that, sweetheart, the sooner your heart can finally start healing the right way. Now I know that ain't easy to hear, because you're still thinking about 'em, aren't you? Maybe it's a friend you had for years, a best friend, the kind you thought you'd grow old alongside. And then one day something shifted, and you don't even fully know what it was. They got busy, or distant, or they chose a path that didn't have you on it. And you've been carrying that like a stone in your chest ever since. Or maybe it's somebody you loved with your whole heart, a partner, a family member, someone you would have done anything for. And they are gone now. One way or another, they are gone. And you've been asking yourself the same question on repeat. What did I do wrong? Darling, oh darling, I need you to stop asking that question, because most of the time, the answer is nothing. You didn't do anything wrong. They just reached the end of their season in your life. Now let me tell you something I've learned from working this land for more years than I can rightly count. On this farm, we live by seasons. And out here, you learn real fast that seasons don't ask permission before they change. I've seen the most magnificent springs you ever laid eyes on. Mornings so green and alive it'd make your heart ache just to look at 'em. And I always knew, even in the middle of that beauty, it wouldn't stay, couldn't stay, because spring has to end so summer can come, and summer has to burn out so the harvest can come, and the harvest has to be gathered up and taken in, so the fields can rest and be made new again. That is the order of things. And people, sweetheart, people work the very same way. Some folks come into your life like that spring morning. They wake you up. They bring color to places inside you that had gone gray. They make you laugh in ways you hadn't laughed in years. They remind you who you are. And when they go, what they woke up in you does not go with them. That stays. It was always yours to keep. Other folks come in like summer, hot and strong and impossible to ignore. They push you. They challenge you. Sometimes they drive you half to crazy. But they grow something in you that nothing else could have. A toughness, a wisdom, a part of you that knows now what it didn't know before. And when that summer ends, and it always ends, darling, you are different. You are more, even if it hurt to get there. And then there are the ones who were your harvest, your best season. The people who showed you what love looked like at its finest. A friendship, a marriage, a mentor, a mama. And when they leave this life or leave your life, God, it feels like winter. It feels like everything stopped growing and the ground went hard and cold. And you wonder if spring is ever coming back. It is, sweetheart. I promise you, it always comes back. But first, you have to let it be winter for a while. You have to grieve what ended You can't hurry past it. The field don't skip winter just because the farmer wishes it would. It lies still. It rests. It does the invisible work of getting ready. And that is exactly what you are doing right now. The grief you're carrying isn't a sign something went wrong. It's a sign something mattered. You don't mourn a bad season. You mourn the good ones, the ones that meant something. And that grief, that is the price of love. And it is always worth paying. Now here's what I want to get into with you, because I think this is where most folks get stuck. They turn the leaving into a verdict. When somebody goes, they decide it means something's wrong with them, that they're too much or not enough or broken in some way that makes people leave. And they carry that story around and they color everything with it. Every new friendship, every new chance at love. They're waiting for it to end before it even begins. Honey, put that story down. It don't belong to you. The truth is this. Some people leave because they were never built to stay. Some people leave because they were afraid of how much they cared. Some people leave because their own season changed and they had to follow it. Some people leave because you both needed different things, and neither of you was wrong for it. None of that is a verdict on you. I've had livestock out here leave a pasture before a storm. Didn't mean something was wrong with the pasture. It meant the animal followed its instinct. That's all. Now I want to talk to you about something practical. Because on this farm, we don't just sit with a problem, we work it. And if you're carrying somebody who's gone, there is real work you can do to start releasing it. The first thing, and this one's hard, but it's good, is to change the question. Stop asking, why did they leave? And start asking, what did this season give me? Because every person who has ever come through your life gave you something. Even the ones who hurt you, especially the ones who hurt you. What did they teach you about yourself, about what you need, about what you won't accept anymore? Find that. Hold on to that, because that is yours and they cannot take it back. The second thing, give yourself permission to grieve without a deadline. The world will try to rush you. Folks will say things like, shouldn't you be over it by now? Or, it's time to move on. Sweetheart, you move on when your heart is ready, not one day sooner. A field that gets planted too early, before the frost is done, loses everything. Patient timing, that's the farm way. And it works for the heart, too. The third thing, make room. When you hold so tight to the people who have gone, you close your hands to the people who are trying to arrive. I've seen it happen. A person so full of grief for one relationship that they couldn't recognize the good one coming toward them. Open your hands, darling, not to forget, not to betray what was real, but to receive what's still coming. Because your story isn't finished, not by a long shot. The fourth thing, and I say this with all the love I got, forgive them for not staying, even if they hurt you on the way out, even if they left without warning or reason or kindness. Forgiveness don't mean what they did was right. Forgiveness means you're done letting it cost you peace. You've already paid enough, sweetheart. Don't keep paying. Out here we say, a fence that goes unmended only lets more through. Fix the fence, tend to yourself, keep your heart whole, because you need it whole for what's still ahead. Now let me close with this, darling. I have lived a long time. I have loved people who stayed, and I have loved people who went. And looking back over all of it, I am grateful for every single season. The ones that ended too soon, the ones I wasn't ready to leave, even the cold ones, because every last one of them made me who I am standing here right now. And I wouldn't trade a single season, not one. So tonight, when you think of the ones who are gone, don't just grieve what ended. Let yourself be grateful for what was. Say a quiet thank you for the season they gave you. And then look out at your field, sweetheart, because spring is already on its way. It always is. Now I want to hear from you. Down in the comments, tell me this. Who is one person from your past that you're finally ready to thank for the season they gave you, even if it hurt when it ended? You don't have to name them. Just tell me you're ready. I'll be right here reading every single one, darling. Take good care of yourself now. Talk soon.